So if you remember from my episode on the Mongols in another video, check it out if you want to. I made a video about the Mongols, and today we are going to talk about the Mongols again. And because of the Crash Course YouTube channel of John Green, everyone likes the Mongols now. Well, at least the Crash Course viewers. Now that we just got a kind of misunderstanding of the Mongols because of John Green, I blame. Oops, this is copy. Let's get started on our real definition on the real history of the Mongols. Now today, as I said earlier, we're going to talk about the Mongols, and today we're going to talk about taimurchio. You can't, but Genghis Khan. Get the joke. You might probably not. So this started in Outer Mongolia, according to Fred, Sam, and Joe. And they were kind of getting into a battle, and they were in the middle of battle. Now that they got a lot of battle stuff, but luckily Temujin, who will later be Genghis Khan, at first Temujin Khan and then Genghis Khan, came into power. I mean, he's still 9 years old, but he has a bit of his father's power, Yasuge. And, well, kinda got into a lot of trouble. First, he saved the taimurchio on his horse, which fainted them a bit. And then got mad when Fred struck him. And when later he was at the victory feast, I noticed that Magic was in it. Why is he always in every episode? But anyways, while Temujin at the victory feast, there was a lot of applausion that happened. But, in fact, Yasuge, Temujin's father, died because of poisoning. Now, this really happened in history itself, but it kind of did another project. He led Temujin to someone else, his future wife, Borte. Borte. And then he joined into a feast by an enemy tribe, which he didn't even knew that it was his enemy. And that enemy tribe recognized him by killing their leader and secretly poisoned him, to be exact. So that's how he died, but Temujin wasn't there. It didn't kill him. It didn't kill Yasuke immediately, though. He came back home in enough time to come home, staggering. But before Temujin could arrive back, Yasuke was dead, and he never experienced it. So the taimurchio and real history was kind of different. At least this is what sounds true to me. Well, after that, Temujin and the taimurchio really did wanted to become the chief of his father's place as a Borjigin. Yeah, that's true. Borjigin was his tribe. But instead, he came there and he was refused. Targotai in the taimurchio was one of those people. While other people, probably not Targotai in real history, resisted Temujin from becoming their chief in place. Well, after that, they were his mother, Temujin's mother, Alun, and his father's Yasuge's other wife, and his three half brothers, not blood brothers, half brothers, went, and Alun, Temujin's real mother, saved all of the tribe that was remained after their horses were stolen by their rival tribe that were abandoned by them. So as they kind of influenced as a person, as an agricultural way, and as a hunting way, they were still nomads, though, kind of. Well, it's kind of, and well, they learned how to do stuff, but this timeline and the taimurchio was before that, and then after and during that time he killed his half-brother and the older one, and if he did that, he will become the oldest male in the family and he will answer to no one. But instead, this kind of backfired. He had to go run away, became a servant, and just came back home and married, and then got revenge by a rival tribe that his mother, Temujin's mother, was supposed to marry to. I'll cover this in another video. Now I'm just comparing the taimurchio details with the real history details. I kind of know a lot about everything about Genghis Khan, but during taimurchio time, it was just Temujin. It is said that Temujin had a blood blood fist that he was clutching, and this destined him to be a great warrior. Now, in the Taimur he did a lot of strategy, like the square with one side missing strategy, and he got a lot of arrows shot to Tarkotai. Now, this strategy was used by Temujin, but the most famous one wasn't used on Tarkotai. It was used on another city. After he established the Mongol Empire, he wanted to establish it even further. So he decided to conquer the Chinese. And it was the Song Dynasty that time. But he couldn't reach it there since it was the other side of Asia. So he had to fight some Tanguts, which was his first foreign enemy attack. And they had a lot of good siege techniques. Yeah. And so after that, he would never even be able to get the Song Dynasty because he died before he could, mysteriously. And no one knows how. And no one knows where it is. Even with satellite imaging and X-ray underground imaging, it won't even work. At least there's no X-ray underground imaging. And we have no DNA of Genghis Khan. Well, at least we have the Y gene of a lot of the 60 million people who are descended from Genghis Khan. Probably you are, or I am, or even my mom or dad. No, not my mom. And now that we got into this, it's the end of our video. Please like this video, and I'll see you next time. Shen Han out. Wizzy!